Hello, our group name is Socioculture, and we are presenting the analysis of Patagonia. My name is Matthew Keys.
My name's Claudia Alvarado.
I'm Jen Becker.
I'm Kobe Harris.
And I'm Tatiana Rosales.
So for our executive summary, Patagonia is one of the leading companies in corporate social responsibility. Through the research, we have analyzed how Patagonia tackles three key issues: sustainability, organizational culture, and public engagement. Patagonia's core values have allowed the company to tackle these issues head-on. One of Patagonia's main focal points is environmental sustainability because it was founded on rock climbing. Without the environment, Patagonia would have no purpose. Not only does Patagonia strive to produce sustainable products, but it also works on improving the production process to be more sustainable as well. Patagonia seeks to hire passionate employees and maintain a healthy workplace for them. Patagonia focuses on the well-being of every employee and customer, continue to foster positive relationships, and build a strong culture within the company. In addition, Patagonia stresses the betterment of local communities. The company uses its abilities and outreach to continually aid those in need in the environment they live in. For background information, Patagonia was created by Yvon Chouinard in 1973. Before then, Yvon was incredibly passionate about rock climbing and started creating his own gear for himself. Before Patagonia, Yvon started Chouinard Equipment in 1965 and redesigned every climbing tool. By 1970, Chouinard Equipment was the largest supplier of climbing hardware in the United States. In 1970, Yvon began to look into the impacts of clothing while climbing. Background information continued. Yvon and Patagonia's goal was to continually improve climbing equipment and clothing to enhance the experience while keeping the environment in mind. Today, Patagonia does over $1 billion in sales every year. The company is based in Ventura, California, and reaches globally. Over 1,000 people are employed at Patagonia with an annual turnover rate of only 4%. Patagonia is successful today because of its founding mission: build the best product, cause no unnecessary harm, use business to inspire and implement solutions to the environmental crisis. In a retail industry focused on sales and profitability, Patagonia seeks to provide quality products while also focusing on helping communities and the environment.
So next is overview. Corporate social responsibilities. Patagonia's organization is self-regulated actions to benefit society or the environment beyond what is required by law. Their employees have personal values that fit with the organization's CSR mission and are often more satisfied doing so. The relationship between CSR and job satisfaction has grown increasingly strong among millennials. The overview continued. Why is CSR especially relevant to Patagonia? So Patagonia's core values reflect the minimalist style that we're founded upon, created by surfers and climbers. They focus on limiting the ecological footprints they produce to create their products while causing no unnecessary harm and using their business to protect nature. Their core values easily weave into CSR topics such as sustainability, ethics, responsibility, and charitable giving.
Sustainability. One of the main reasons Patagonia is so well known and liked is due to its commitment to environmental sustainability. Most business strategies are focused on decreasing costs and increasing revenue to allow for maximum profit growth. Patagonia likes to do things a little bit differently with the environment as their primary focus and not its profits. By keeping the company private, Patagonia is able to run and move and fit its own agenda and goals. To go along with the environmental company focus, they have also teamed up with other corporations to implement environmental initiatives aimed at reducing the environmental footprint businesses leave behind, demonstrated by the following initiatives. So one of them is the Common Thread Initiative, which holds onto the concept of use, reuse, and recycle. The Common Threads Initiative is a partnership with Patagonia and its customers not to buy something if they don't need it, even if that means not buying from Patagonia. To reduce their waste, Patagonia makes all of its products that will last a long time, And the second part of the initiative revolves repairing products. So Patagonia will repair clothing for free if they are responsible for it. And instead of throwing their products away after they are done with them, they encourage customers to donate items to charity or try to resell them. They've also partnered with eBay to create a platform to recirculate their clothing. Another thing they have started is 1% for the planet. And the intent of 1% for the planet is to help build funds and fund the diverse environmental organizations that collectively can be a powerful source in solving the world's problems. Since 1985, Patagonia has committed 1% of its sales to environmental organizations, whether they are profitable or not, for the annual year. Sustainability continued. Another one of the initiatives they started was Conservación Patagonia. It's an effort by the employees of Patagonia to help build a national park in South America, with some of the employees going to South America to aid in its construction. The park is estimated to be 650,000 acres upon completion. And then Chouinard continues to remain proactive not only in addressing Patagonia's goals, but also in including other businesses and stakeholders in the company's environmental vision. One of the firm's most recent ventures includes Patagonia Provisions. In this initiative, Patagonia partners with First National fishermen in British Columbia to offer sustainable Pacific smoked salmon and jerky products. Large corporations have huge impacts on society, and because of this, stakeholders are increasingly expecting large organizations to fulfill social responsibilities for each stakeholder group. Patagonia has always had a focus on satisfying the stakeholders of the community by producing products made from eco-friendly material, along with producing environmentally friendly products. The company has increased its efforts to host and sponsor environmental initiatives throughout the years.
So moving on to Patagonia's job culture. Focusing on the company's unique culture that was built upon minimalist values, they go beyond standard health plans for employees, such as offering yoga classes and a rock climbing wall in their corporate offices. Patagonia is also certified by Great Places to Work, with 91% of employees stating that it is a great place to work at. And some other significant perks that decrease company turnover are on-site childcare, as well as paid maternity and paternity leave. And these benefits and perks significantly increase job satisfaction, and owner Yvonne Chouinard focuses on putting employees first. An example of this would be in a statement by Patagonia's CEO and President Rose Marcario that all employees would be receiving their regular pay during the closure due to COVID-19. Patagonia also engages in a range of due diligence activities to promote and sustain fair labor practices and safe working conditions. Apparel workers are among the lowest paid employees around the globe, and many of the clothing industry standards are low, which would lead to unsafe conditions and extremely low pay while being subject to discrimination. And this problem is significantly made worse due to fast fashion. Patagonia's Fair Trade program is what they know as an important step in ensuring living wages to their workers, which would provide tangible benefits for them. And Patagonia has built up a social responsibility program that analyzes and manages the impacts that their business has on the workers and communities in their supply chain. And Patagonia is also a founding and accredited member of the Fair Labor Association, which is a nonprofit that holds apparel companies and accountable to responsible labor practices.
Patagonia is notorious for providing community outreach programs and sustainable development across the world, and it started with their vision statement. So the founder spread his mission of conservation, sustainability, and corporate social responsibility through his own life, and therefore it spread into the company's vision. And this is made possible by their strong culture, as their employees accept the core values and have a high level of commitment to spreading the mission. So internationally, Patagonia offers grants to 20 different countries, and these grants work to fund grassroots activist organizations with programs that conserve and restore environments. And these groups have a direct vested interest in their local ecosystem. They have goals, action plans, and quantifiable measures of success. In addition, through their fair trade practices, Patagonia supports 66,000 workers in earning fair wages. Also, their Regenerative Organic Alliance is a program Patagonia started with the help of 800 farmers to participate and work directly with. They're switching from fossil fuel intensive farming to organic and low-till practices. So essentially the company is working with local farmers to make a problem a solution. And then domestically, Patagonia offers retail and corporate grants that fund grassroots activists within the US just like they do internationally. They also have Answer with Action, and it's a feature on their website that allows a user to enter their location in order to connect them with these organizations working in their local communities. You can choose an area and an issue, and the results show events, skilled volunteering, and petitions. So Patagonia makes it easy to get educated, involved, and to make a change. A unique way that Patagonia provides public engagement is through education. And on their website, you can watch dozens of films that the company made itself for free. And the goal of these videos is to educate the public on issues that they can help take responsibility for. And in 2007, Patagonia also launched Our Footprint Stories that provide a transparent way to keep people educated on all the good the company is doing across the world. So overall, Patagonia practices community involvement both domestically and internationally, and this is made possible by their commitment to corporate social responsibility.
So some of our recommendations, starting with sustainability, even though Patagonia is very environmentally sustainable and they have a lot of initiatives geared towards it, one of the things that I think they can do better is improving the origins of their fabrics and then making sure all their clothing is fair trade.
And continuing on, for job culture, it's obvious that Patagonia takes good care of their workers, and they obviously take their factory workers very seriously, but they could be improving on this because they do not own any of their factories.
So for public engagement, our recommendation was implementing ways of getting involved at home instead of around the community during the pandemic. Patagonia does such an incredible job getting people active and outside to help, but during this time, we think that the company can still connect, engage, and interact with consumers. So things like showing proper recycling habits, planting outdoors, or repurposing old clothing items would show Patagonia's mission doesn't have limits.
In conclusion, Patagonia is a company that is built on saving the environment and showing exemplary business ethics. This makes them much more appealing to customers when compared to their competitors such as North Face, who do not practice the same ethical practices. We like Patagonia and you should too. Thank you.